What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another episode review. And today we're going to be reviewing Chucky Season 2, Episode 8, which is the finale. And I'm surprised that this is actually part of VTR's Joyful Christmas. When I first started reviewing this series, I did not think this was going to any episode would wind up being part of VTR's Joyful Christmas. But this episode is around Christmas, and there's a lot of Christmas in this episode. So I figured this should be a VTR Joyful Christmas video, since it is set around Christmas, and Christmas is pretty important to the episode, at least to me. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and read the synopsis, shall we? Back in Hackensack for the holidays, the three amigos receive a special gift. Tiffany plots her escape. Now, this finale definitely is kind of like an epilogue episode, I'd say. Like, oh, these are where all our characters are now. But there is still some story stuff here. It's not just a, oh, look at all these characters and where they're at now. It's so cute. No, because we do get to see some stuff going on in this episode that is very, very interesting, and also very confusing and everything. First off, we get the conclusion to what's going on with Glenn and Glenda. They decide to transfer their souls back into the doll, and then when they go with a new name, Gigi. So Gigi goes off to England, and Tiffany needs to get this Belle doll from Caroline, so she can transfer her soul back into it. So apparently, it seems like the way that the stuff works is just established. It's whatever you first, like, at least an animate object wise, I guess, or doll wise, is whatever you transfer your soul into has to be the same thing, I guess. Because obviously it seems that, like, Tiffany's, and she was transferred into a Belle doll, she can't transfer her soul into a good guy doll or any other type of doll. And it seems like Charles Lee Ray can't do the same thing either. It has to be the same way, but with a good guy doll. With that being said, that's an interesting way to put that. And going into it, like, she winds up breaking into their house, and then Chucky's also breaking into the house, kills Lexi's mom in a really gnarly kill. And then at the end of the episode, it gets revealed that Caroline was, like, evil, like, this whole time, or was turned evil by Chucky back in season 1, or I'm not sure how long she's been convinced evil. And Tiffany winds up leaving with her. Then Tiffany winds up changing her whole look to try to hey, I'm not Jennifer Tilly, so I gotta look different and everything. And she goes to transfer her soul into the Belle doll, but it doesn't work. It's because it's not a Belle doll, it's actually Chucky. Which is a really weird reveal, in my opinion. And then he goes and kills Tiffany. I don't think he killed her, but that's where the episode ends. But obviously, I haven't talked about Lexi, Devin, and Jake at all. So let me talk about them real quick. All of them seem to, like, have their relationships back on track. There is, like, a little bit of drama here between Jake and Devin, but that gets worked out pretty much. And everyone's kind of all hunky-dory and everything. So their story, at least from, like, their story arcs from this season, are wrapped up. Not meant to be a pun, but it works, I guess. But then, like I said, Lexi's mom gets killed, which is really it feels like there's not a lot that they wanted to do with this episode. Like, they want to set up for something else. They have so much stuff that doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere crazy. And it's a crazy... And also, we know Nika's still on the hunt for Jennifer Tilly. And wants to... for Tiffany, and wants to kill her. But, like, there's so much stuff that I felt like in this season was getting set up and really didn't go anywhere. Like Colonel Chucky, Jennifer Tilly and the doll. Other characters just like this didn't feel like they were led up to their full potential and everything. And also getting revealed that yes, this therapist the whole time with Chucky has been trying to change Chucky the whole time since he was a kid and make it even worse than what happened, and made Chucky worse than what he originally was when he first killed his mom. But that's really interesting to look at, though. The episode overall it has the Christmas atmosphere, which is nice. It's got a good kill. It even ends with like a funny joke about the 12 Days of Christmas, which it's like the kill count wrap up like it was in the last season, which I do like, and also seeing Chucky sing and hearing Brad Dourif sing, it's really fun. And also bringing up Gigi, Glenn and Glenda in the new doll body, is funny because they actually brought the voice actor, the guy that played, I don't remember his name, but that played him in Seed of Chucky, and that is funny. I liked that. I liked hearing that voice again, and I was like, oh crap! I was like as soon as we knew that was happening, I was like, are they gonna do that? And I was like, oh, they did. And overall, this episode was pretty weak compared to everything else. And personally, this is me personally, I don't want another season of this show. Because one, this season was definitely weaker than the first one. Definitely had a lot more fun with this season, but definitely was weaker than the first season. And season 1 is definitely a better season. And I think what I want, but I don't know how they're going to juggle it with all these new plot points and this story, where it's going to go, because I'm really confused, because obviously they want to do something else. But I'd rather another movie, maybe 2 more movies, because obviously the way they did this, the franchise can't end here. And what I was thinking before I watched the episode, well, maybe we can do something else without these characters, but still involve Chucky. And then, no, we can't, because obviously from what we've seen, like, it seems like we're done with Kyle and Andy, which, let's leave those characters alone. Don't bring them back. Those characters need to be left alone. And overall, this episode was just fine. Personally, I have to give this episode a rating of, I don't know. It's not a 4, definitely not, and it's not a 3.5. But I feel like for what the episode is, it's all right. It is the weakest episode and it's not bad, but it is probably the weakest of the season, except for maybe the second one, because the second episode was kind of weak too. But this episode was, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I feel like that's a solid point to put this episode. But that's really all I have to say. There's not even any critic ratings on this episode yet. But it's really interesting to see where the franchise goes from this point onward. Maybe I'll make a video talking about it. But it's really weird to see like that. Yeah, we're done with this this season, and I think it should be the end of the show. Personally, I don't think we need a season 3. I would rather another movie or 2 more movies, because guys, this franchise can't keep going. Like, I'm not saying I want to see the Chucky franchise end, but like, I feel like it's running low on steam, and like Don Mancini is working too much stuff and trying to throw too much stuff at the fan, because there's no telling what's next for the franchise. Like, literally, from that season finale, I don't know what's next. If we get another season, I will watch it, obviously. If we get another movie, I will watch it. Oh, and also I didn't mention that since now all the kids are orphans, I think Miss Fairchild from the first season comes back, and I guess is going to be their guardian. But, yeah, I don't know where the season's going. I'm really confused, to be honest. But I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this review. Actually, it's probably the longest review of the episode reviews we've done, not just Chucky. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But that's really all I've got to say for this review. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!